Hey witches, mystics, manifestors, and people who just like tarot. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Ray Luna. For today's tarot reading, we're looking at what's coming up for you in January or the next 30 days from when you're watching this. So for group number 1 here, we have yellow Aventurine. For group number 2 here, we have Moonstone. And for group number 3, we have red Jasper. So take your time and choose what card and crystal is calling out to you the most, and when you're ready, head to the description or comment section to click on the correlating timestamp to receive your reading. Thank you for watching, and as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose yellow Aventurine, and with your cards here, we have Key Success, Bear Power, and Star Hope. And the first thing I see for your January or next 30 days ahead is with Key, you are really working on getting more for yourself, building more for yourself. You're finding the right key to open the door, to reach that opportunity, to reach whatever is good behind that door, like a prize, kind of like the game show, The Price is Right. They'll sometimes have people guess what's behind the door and get a prize, right? Something like that. There's game shows like that. So I feel like you're unlocking something that was hidden, kind of like a surprise or something fun. It doesn't feel something very serious here. So this is something you're working towards that's adding more fun into your life, adding more happiness into your life. And along with that, with the Key and Bear, this is like unlocking your ability to lead more powerfully, to step into leadership. So instead of taking the back seat in your life, I feel like in January, this could be one of your resolutions. You could be wanting to become more powerful as a person, wanting to become more strong as a person, and being able to push through and overcome challenges and become more successful. I also feel with Bear and Power, this is learning when to use that power and learning when to be gentle, because in this picture, it's like a mama bear and the cub. So of course, the mama bear is going to be very caring to the cub, but when there's trouble and danger around, she'll be very vicious to predators, right? So you guys are learning that balance of how to use your power, when to step up and when to step back. So if you are already in a leadership role, or you already take a lot of charge in your life, I think you're getting better at this. So you're not going to be taking charge in a way that's impulsive. You're going to be a little bit more calculated, and that leads to better results. And if this is your first time in life, really stepping into this energy of taking charge and doing things first, putting yourself out there, being more of a leader, the first to do something, the first to speak up, you're going to have a lot of happiness with this, because it's unlocking a lot of opportunities for you that you wouldn't get otherwise if you were just quiet or just sitting down. So you're letting yourself be more seen, especially with the star. That's talking about hope, recognition. So I think you're also going to be recognized for this skill set you're trying to improve or develop in January. For some of you, you could be taking on more responsibilities in general in life when it comes to being a leader as well. With the 10 of Cups and the King of Cups, I feel like you guys are also becoming more happy with your emotions, your emotional state. You guys could be viewing things from a much more mature lens than usual in January. So normally if something has bothered you where you want to, maybe you want to clap back at someone who says some horrible things about you, some mean things about you, but this month you're like, you know what? Let that person talk. Like you're handling things very maturely, being the bigger person, like you're walking away from conflicts. And I feel like this is also why you're becoming more successful, because like you're focusing your energy on things that are more important. So of course, there could be times you'll still defend yourself, but you're learning when to walk away and not deal with people who aren't approaching you in good faith, right? There's certain people, no matter what you say, they always want to cause a fight, or they always want to cause conflict in some way. So you're walking away from this. You guys also could be visiting a nostalgic place or viewing things that are nostalgic, because with the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, that makes me think of happy childhood memories or happy earlier life memories. It can be from when you're a teen. It could be from last year, something's nostalgic, like a song or a movie. It doesn't matter, but there's something you're going to be revisiting that's making you feel happy, making you feel joy, making you wish for that moment to come back to you once again. For a lot of you, I think this is visiting a place. So you could be visiting a place with friends and family that is like childhood, a childhood home, or going to a restaurant you guys always used to go together to get ice cream, something like this, right? There's a place you're visiting that brings back a lot of memories, but it's definitely happy memories, nothing sad. With the 9 of Wands and the Lovers, I also think some of you guys could be approaching love in January with a little bit of suspicion, a little bit of caution, but you are definitely having a fun time with the Empress. So it's like you're learning to be cautious in love and have love relationships, but you're not letting it control your life, right? So you're not going to not let anyone in because of this caution. You're going to view things in a way where it's like, okay, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You're not letting it rest on you in a way that makes you feel like, oh, everything is so heavy, everything's so heavy. So I think love is going to become easier for you guys in January if you're single. If you are with someone, I do see that you could be having some time with this person and you guys could have a lot of fun moments together. But I do think there is an emphasis here of having a lot of time for yourself, taking care of yourself, whether you're a girl or a guy, it doesn't matter. The Empress is someone who's taking care of themselves, resting in their own energy. So it's like if you're single, you're going to be entertaining people. You could be cautious, but you're having fun, if that makes sense. Like you're having that balance of vetting people, but you might just let things go if it doesn't work out. You're not going to be so hurt. You're really unbothered this month. And with a person you're already partnered with, for those of you in a relationship, I do see you and your partner enjoying moments together. But if there's a day where you have your own project you want to work on and your partner has their own thing they want to do, both of you guys are going to be fine with this and you're going to be comfortable having that space apart. But when you join together again, you're really happy and expressing your love strongly together. For some of you as well, if you're in a relationship, you could be doing something nostalgic with your partner as well, like visiting a place that you used to go all the time, or there's some sort of activity you haven't done for a while, and then you redo that again, and it brings back that happiness. And with the Emperor, this is kind of like, I love how this is the last card that appeared here, because it's what your whole spread is saying. You're taking charge, you're taking control, and you're becoming a powerful leader or improving on your leadership skills, your leadership abilities, and you're approaching things this month without getting bothered, not taking things personally, and keep on persevering and reaching and achieving what you want. So really awesome cards. So I want to pull some charms. I actually was going to pull some oracles, but for some reason I just feel like closing out the reading with these charms. So let's see what you got. Okay. First thing I notice here is with this clip, it makes me think of doing your laundry. So you guys could be clearing out clutter or things that do not serve you any longer. I also think of like being a kid playing with these. We would pinch our like fingers, our skin, like on accident, of course, right? So it makes me think of sometimes things being annoying. So you guys might encounter some difficulty with some annoying people. And as I said, you might find that you want to clap back because someone is saying some gossip about you or some not nice things about you, but you're taking the mature approach and not acting and not reacting to it. So I also think this is something that's temporary, but it will come up. Just to let you be aware of that. And with the wheel here, this makes me think of taking control. You're in control of the steering wheel. You're driving yourself where you want to go. You're traveling where you want to go. So a lot of success with pushing your plans forward and taking charge. This is a really powerful month for you guys as well. Like, you're really believing in yourself. I feel like you're not going to have as much self-doubt either, right? Like having a lot of confidence as well. So we have the tree. The tree makes me think of doing things that's good for your health, right? Doing things that make you feel grounded. So some of you guys could have luck with changing your diet, exercising, some sort of routine you're implementing specifically to improve your health. I also see the tree as connecting to things that make you feel safe, secure, doing things that alleviate anxiety. So I also think you're going to find something this month, maybe a hobby or some sort of activity that makes you feel really stress-free and makes you feel you're safe, you're sound, everything's all right. I also love here, you have 2 star charms. So we have a shooting star and then this little sea star, like a starfish, and the star card. So you're definitely really feeling happy in January. I feel like a lot is happening that is uplifting you. So you're feeling like, okay, I have energy to take action, right? I have the ability to have control. Like, you don't feel like so much stuff is going on that you're spiraling and you don't know what to do. I feel like things are going to be calm this month and you're feeling like you have agency, right? You have autonomy. You don't feel as limited as maybe the previous month or the months before. There's a lot of changes here where you feel like you're seeing things go your way. And with a shooting star and 3 stars in general, I do think there could be some sort of wish, something you're thinking about, something you're trying to manifest into your life. You could have a wish come true in January as well, potentially related to having more agency, more independence. And with this hand here, this palm, this makes me think of protection. So you guys could feel protected from a higher power, like believing in the universe, God, whatever you believe in. You could believe that higher power is guiding you and protecting you. Maybe there's a certain event that happens too, because with all the stars and then this message of a higher power, maybe something kind of supernatural or like faith-based happens to you. You have some sort of experience like that that makes you realize, okay, this is why I believe in the higher power, or this is why I have faith. There could be some sort of spiritual or religious experience that really uplifts you as well. You're not expecting it. And with the rubber ducky here, this makes me also think about self-care, because, you know, if you're in the bathtub, a rubber ducky could be there. This also makes me think of joy. I think of in The Sopranos, Tony will see the ducks and be really happy every time he sees the ducks, right? So ducks could be a sign for you in January that things are going all right for you. This could be a sign of something happy and innocent for you. I didn't even realize the 6 of Cups also talks about childhood innocence. So there's something about that coming through for you in January. Let's see what this says. Hope. Yes, hope and hope. So that's awesome. Yeah, you're having a lot of things happen that just make you feel more positive. And we have intuitive, Pisces. So Pisces is all about, you know, being creative, being in your emotions, feeling things really deeply. A lot of great artists have Pisces moon, right? Or Pisces influence in their big 3. So that could be, some of you guys are tapping into that energy if you have that placement and you're an artist. Or you could be a Pisces, or there's something about Pisces energy of being creative, being really deep. That's going to be what you're tuning into. And then we have Scorpio. Scorpio is also really intense, transformative energy, mysterious. Sometimes it can be associated with like dark things, but Scorpio is also really good for something that's really deep, mysterious. So maybe with Pisces and Scorpio appearing here, You guys are using something emotionally deep and transformative to connect with or to influence and inspire other people. And I believe this is Sagittarius with a little arrow. So I also think too, that makes me think of someone, this is no hate to Sagittarius, but they're kind of crazy, wild energy. So you guys could be tuning into having some crazy, wild moments in January where you're just having fun, you're not caring, and you're letting yourself loose and just express yourself. So that is what I see for your January group number 1. If you liked it, leave a heart down below. I really loved how the messages just flew out today, I feel, really easily and smoothly. If you liked the reading, consider liking it, subscribing if you haven't yet, joining my memberships for weekly card pulls, early access to videos. I always appreciate that. I hope you guys have a great January, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose Moonstone, and very quickly, as I was shuffling the cards for this reading, I thought of that Adele song, Hello, Hello from the Other Side, right? So this could be a month where you receive an apology from someone, or maybe you're apologizing to someone. There seems to be some sort of conflict between you and someone else. I can't tell if this is someone reaching out to you to resolve it or you're reaching out to them, but someone is going to resolve or try to resolve that conflict. Okay? And it's interesting because I thought of that song, and then with these cards here, we have Scythe, Danger, Snake, Deceit, Rider, News. So you could be getting news from someone who maybe you don't fully trust. So this could be like someone trying to contact you and apologize, but you might not want to fully accept that, or you might have problems with that. This could also be reversed, where you're trying to reach out to someone and they feel that way about you. So, just take that as it resonates. I can't tell which way it's going, but I definitely know that is the message. One party trying to reach the other party and apologize, but there seems to be some sort of hesitation or some sort of situation where there's not full trust, but people could be sorry, right? That person's sorry or you're sorry. This could even be a situation where you cut someone out and they're trying to apologize to you, right? So yeah, just take that as it resonates. It is a weird message, but it is coming through. With Scythe, this can talk about something being quick or dangerous in some way, or approaching things with caution. So you could be quite cautious in January, protecting your energy, protecting yourself. You might be looking at things with more suspicion to continue to protect yourself. I also see this too as maybe using your caution, your intuitive abilities, using your intuitive abilities to sense out if someone is being deceitful or lying to you. Maybe you feel like there's someone who's kind of like a snake in the grass to you. You might not be able to trust someone around you, or this person trying to come back and apologize to you, right? So you are very cautious and you're worried about maybe someone being false, but I do think you are going to have news here that clears this situation up and allows you to resolve it. So anything that is uncertain, anything you feel is deceitful, or you're not getting true information, I do think you're eventually going to get clarity on that this month and understand, okay, can I trust this person? Can I not trust this person? That's all going to become clear to you as the month naturally plays out and progresses. There's also the message here of be careful who you trust. So you do need to be wary of people who are offering maybe too much help or sudden help. This also can be a message of be careful of people who are asking too many questions. So this isn't a situation where someone's just asking you, how's the holidays? This is where someone keeps asking you questions where it's like an interrogation because they're trying to find out more information about you. So be aware of that. There could be someone around you wanting to gather information on you to collect it or maybe use it in some way. I do see here though, with the Wheel of Fortune and Page of Cups, you're going to be using your energy to develop things that you love, to have things in your life that you really love. And this could even be developing something creatively. So this could be finding a passion, finding a hobby. This could be like getting into something that makes you feel that things are changing for you, or you become a different person when you engage in this hobby or passion. So this could even be something like, for some people, they really like to ride motorcycles, right? Because they feel really free and they have that excitement of being on that motorcycle, right? So someone who's really shy could become really extroverted when they're engaging in that hobby. So there's something like that where you can have a shift and change in who you are when you find this new hobby or passion of yours in January. So look out for any hobby or passion that starts to change you. But this is a positive change. I also see here as well, with the Devil and the Ten of Swords, this could be a situation that makes you feel stuck or trapped in some way. So if there is someone from the past or someone who has hurt you who keeps trying to reach out, this could make you feel like upset. And I'm not trying to give a negative message, but this is what is coming through. So please understand, when you experience this, try to ground yourself and realize how you are distant from it in some way, right? Try to realize the positive things in your life that are putting you further away from this, okay? Because this feels like a situation where someone keeps trying to contact you and you don't want to accept the apology. Or, as I said, if this is the reverse, someone might not want to accept your apology and you might have to give them space to recover from the situation, right? So either which way, there is space needed. And I do think this is something that will resolve, but it could be difficult in the meantime, right? It still could be difficult to process. Even if you're not in contact with this person anymore and they try to get back, that could still be upsetting because it brings back memories of that old experience, right? This feels like it could be an ex-lover or ex-family member, but it is definitely someone who wants to come back in. And if it's you trying to contact someone from your past who's not accepting it, try to give this person space. And if they keep distancing themselves, there could be a reason for that. So it might be time to let go. But for a lot of you, I feel like you're experiencing this, but you're meant to not fall into guilt. Don't feel like you have to respond. Don't feel like you have to respond to this person who's asking you to talk to them. If you want to not entertain that, you don't have to. You can focus on that hobby in January that's coming through, that's making you feel like a different person in a good way. You can focus on your love life now. I also see with the Lovers and Four of Pentacles, you could feel more stability in January when you're focusing on love and romance. There's a lot of romantic energy around you. So this could be like going on dates to a fancy restaurant with your partner if you're in a relationship, or this could be, if you're single, getting ready and going out on dates, or flirting with people, or this could be just doing something love related, okay? Like, this is what's making you feel stable in January. It makes you feel supported. Maybe you just like to be around people in a romantic setting. That's also going to help you. Connecting with people romantically also could make you feel safe because you're building a connection with another person, a deep connection. So I also think this could be a month where you have really good luck in love. You feel a lot of happiness when you're pursuing love connections, or when you're with the person you're already with, if you're in a relationship. Something about this is really making you feel stable, especially with this little bit of a crazy situation coming through. This could be what is keeping you sane in January. I also think with Four of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, you're moving more towards a stable direction. So any chaos you have experienced, maybe this situation is carrying over from something you previously dealt with in other months. This chaos will resolve, as I said, but it still could be tricky to deal with. I don't want to upset you guys, but that is what is coming through. So you are moving towards more stability, but there could be some loose ends you have to tie up, or there could be some pain because it keeps being brought up again, or you're experiencing it again and again, but this will resolve. And I know it doesn't solve everything, of course, but another positive thing here is I do think you guys are being seen as really attractive. So you also could have luck with just having more people ask you out or more people attracted to you romantically. There's a big focus here on kind of love being an escape for you, or love being a massive comfort for you. So you at least have this positivity in the meantime when dealing with some other things you don't want to deal with. Even with Snake, this could be some people could be directing negative energy towards you because they're jealous of your luck in love, or they're jealous of your looks. But you are looking very good and you will start to feel better, okay? So I'm going to put down some charms and see what comes through for you in January. Okay, so the first thing we see here is a heart, okay? Red heart, I love that. Yes, love is going to be very important for you. So spending time with the person you're with, or finding a person you build a deep connection with, going on dates. This also could be, even if you don't find a long-term partner and you're single, even if you go on many dates, you could be finding many different things to connect with and feel just safe, having intimacy in that moment, if that makes sense. With music here, yeah, listen to your favorite music in January. Maybe you have some favorite songs you're going to listen to that help you stay grounded and calm, that emotionally heal you and make you feel relaxed and comfortable. So we have this flower here. So this kind of makes me think of a cherry blossom, and cherry blossoms, of course, start sprouting or blooming in the springtime, right? So this also makes me think of blooming in the spring. You're going to grow and blossom and create when it's springtime. So January could be a month where things are a little slow for you, or there could be some things you don't fully like that might feel like, oh, this is blocking me from blooming and blossoming how I want to grow. But this will change more so as spring's more like March, April, right? So in March or April, I think things could also be a little bit happier for you, and you have less of this mess to deal with. And we have a 4-leaf clover. So in January too, you could be experiencing moments of luck. Like this makes me think of someone paying for your coffee, right? Or you order food and someone is like, hey, pay the next person's order. So you could have little good things like that happen for you. I also think you could be creating your own luck. You're finding ways to make your own life have success. And with the dragonfly here, dragonflies signify change. So you could be changing and developing your soul, your person, who you are, as I picked up earlier, developing or finding a hobby, and that changes you in that moment for the better. So you could be getting into many different things that are making you become someone you more so want to be, right? So this is like self-development, getting habits that make you feel like you're being successful, productive. This is something you're also pursuing in January and having luck with. Oh my God, look at this. It's a bike, and I mentioned motorcycles. So for some of you, that definitely could be what it is, like exactly. But for others of you, it's definitely excitement, journeys, trips. I also think of like riding a bicycle, or I think of that movie too, what is it? Kiki's Delivery Service, right? But there's definitely going to be some adventure and excitement here. And with Spider, this is kind of being dangerous in some way. So you also could have someone with that jealous energy. People could be jealous of you in some way because you're like the Black Widow, right? You're attractive, you're seductive, you have a lot of potential to be someone, or you are someone already who is amazing. So sometimes negative energies come to us, not because we're doing something to attract it, but because people who are dealing with their own negative energies, they're drawn to us, right? They're drawn to you and they want the light you have. So that could be something you're experiencing, but there will be a distance soon enough with that so you won't have to deal with it. Hopefully, you don't have to deal with it much longer. I also see a castle. So this could be like building something grand, building something great. So you guys in January could be at the beginning stages of creating something really wonderful for yourself. And also we have Scorpio. So yeah, Scorpio is very intense. You guys could have that as one of your big three, or there's something in your chart that resonates there. But I also feel like Scorpio is just experiencing really transformative things, intense energy, intense emotions, but this all leads to growth. So whatever like yucky stuff you have to deal with, it's all leading to you being stronger, you being more intelligent, and you being pushed along the path to find out what is really working for you, what is not working for you. And with Virgo here, Virgo makes me think of someone who's meticulous, who gets all the details right. So you guys could be becoming more detail oriented in January, and maybe because you're becoming more focused on the details, you are also becoming more successful with what you want, because now you're realizing this big picture is made up of many small components that tie it all together. So you're having success by looking at the details and the little things and really appreciating them, or learning how to master them in your own life. So this could be like for a job interview. This is something kind of silly, right? But I read that, I guess, if you have glasses on when you're interviewing, sometimes the interviewers will see you as more intelligent. So it might help you with the job, kind of like a psychological trick, right? So that's something silly, but it could be something like that, or something a little bit more serious, right? You're realizing little details really matter, and you're using that to your advantage in January. So I hope you guys have a great January. I hope whatever initially is happening that's a little messy resolves for you. If you liked the reading, consider leaving a heart down below, subscribing if you haven't yet, joining my memberships to support the channel further. You get weekly card pulls, and you get early access to videos by one day. So consider joining that. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose Red Jasper. With your cards here, we have Clover, Luck, Sun, Happiness, and Garden, Social Event. So what I see here for January, the first thing I'm seeing with Clover and the Sun, these are really positive cards. So I think this is a month where you're really choosing happiness. So even if anything negative were to happen or does happen, it's like the way I'm feeling is you're choosing to be happy. You're going to make happiness happen. So it's like you're trying to just have a good time, and whatever happens, happens. You're not letting it ruin your life or overtake you. You're choosing to be happy. You're like, it's going to be my month. It's going to be my year. I'm going to make it happen. I feel a really strong sense of positivity from you. And with Clover and the Sun, you are going to be lucky in January with what you're working on. You could be achieving something really big. So this could be having the luck to get that project done at work and have it be noticed, and then get a lot of attention, or have something really lucky come from that, like getting a promotion or getting more money. This is something you're going to receive from your own efforts. You're lucky from your own efforts of accomplishing something really grand and big. You put effort into this, and now you're getting happiness from it. I also feel like this happiness and luck could be related to social events, because, well, Garden, this indicates going someplace. So you could be getting achievement and being more popular at work, being more popular when you go to public places, more people talking to you, popular in love, more people asking you out, getting more romantic attention. So there is an increase in people socializing with you. Like you could be attracting this. So like, for instance, you might not even be trying to make more friends, but you have the luck to make many, as more people want to talk to you because they sense this 4-leaf clover energy. You're going to be other people's good luck charm in January, right? Like people feel good luck from you. They feel positive vibes from you. And that's because, hey, you said this is going to be my month. This is going to be my year, right? That's what I feel. You're going to make it happen. So people are sensing this from you, and they're really liking that energy. And a lot of people are going to want to be your friend or in your circle. Of course, whether you allow those people in or not, that depends, of course. But there is a lot of people and connections in your energy. So this is increasing for you. And with these two cards here, we have the Four of Swords, the King of Swords. These are really interesting to be next to each other because it's like this rest energy, and then the King of Swords is someone who they might not be showing their action, like on their face. They're really calm and distant, but they still do a lot, right? They still take action and do a lot. So I think you're going to be pushing yourself to move out of this rested energy. For some of you guys, that could even be like having some lethargic energy, right? Like you could be forcing yourself to take more action. You could be forcing yourself to keep going and going, right? So this is saying just don't push yourself too hard. But I feel like you guys have this ambition to reach that happiness through taking on more mental efforts, right? You could be looking at things a little bit more deeply to figure out what is the best strategy to approach reaching what I want. What is the best strategy to use so that I can have a little bit more money or I can be more socially successful, right? There could be something like that, but there feels an energy of you're pushing yourself out of a rut and you're going to make things work. I keep picking that up over and over again. So you could be moving out of this maybe depressed state or lethargic state, and you're putting yourself in this position to be like, okay, I don't have to be really super enthusiastic about everything, but I can still work, I can still have goals and make progress, right? That's how you're approaching things in January. This also could be like having some sort of lack of purpose. So it's like you're forcing yourself to find a purpose. That's kind of what it feels like. And with the Five of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, I feel like you could be balancing out some sort of energy that is taking from you. This is learning what is worth prioritizing and what is a fruitless endeavor, right? So with the Five of Swords, this could be talking about a situation appears in January that you have to walk away from because putting in more and more effort, it's not going to matter. It's something that's always going to lose, right? So there could be something you're leaving behind in January. But with the Two of Pentacles, you're still going to be really busy, okay? You're going to be busy. So this is like finding what is worth putting the effort in. So as you get rid of this kind of sinkhole that is wasting your time and energy, this could be like a goal to something that's not going to be successful, right? This could be like trying to get a certification, but then you find out it's not really worth the time, energy, and effort to study it and take a test for it because it doesn't really help you. This could be reevaluating your goals and strategies to make sure you're on the right path and you're not going down a route you don't want to be stuck at the end destination at, right? You don't want to be on the path to a place once you get there you want to leave. So you're really reevaluating what is worth it to you. And with the Strength and Four of Cups, this does indicate to me you're finding ways to push through apathy and lethargic energy. So you're going to be finding a way to keep busy. You're going to be finding a purpose. I think you guys could be struggling in January with maybe wanting to reach that happiness, and you will reach some of it, of course. But something that's holding you back is this feeling of not exactly being sure 100% what you're working on or what you're working towards. So I also think this is going to become more clear this month. As I said, you're figuring out what is worth prioritizing. So this is part of this, but this is also something you could be having some difficulty with because it's like, it does take energy from you not to know, and you don't want to be working on the wrong thing. But this is like a message of, hey, it's better to work on something and realize, okay, that's not worth it, and then change your path versus doing nothing at all, just worrying, because that's how you get stuck, right? So this is saying you're going to be finding a way to push through any boredom or disinterest and find and compete for something that makes sense for you. Some of you could even be trying to find ways to be a little bit more like competitive in some way. Maybe you guys don't care about, being the best at whatever it is you do. You might care about high quality, right? You want to do something good, but you might not care about, let's say, being the best designer in the world. You just want to make something good, but you don't have to be the best. So you guys could be learning how to become more competitive, or you're finding purpose with competition. So maybe you're going to be interacting with people who are more competitive and not in a toxic way. This could be like healthy competition. So that could give you a purpose, finding people who want to compete in a healthy and fun way as friends. Maybe that is what this social event could relate to as well. So I think you're going to be finding that purpose when you interact with people who want to play in a fun way and get you motivated when you're kind of like having that competition between you and your friends. Okay, so I'm going to pull some charms and see what comes through for you guys. Okay, so we have the elephant. So the elephant makes me think of wisdom and knowledge. You could have luck by looking for ways to increase your wisdom and knowledge. So that makes me think of reading books, watching documentaries, listening to what other people have to say, maybe learning from your networking events or your social activities, listening to your friends' opinions on things, you explaining your opinion. Something about this could be really important. I also feel like sensitivity and connecting to your emotions is also important because elephants also are known to represent like sensitivity and emotions. We have enough. So you guys could be having strong boundaries in January. Protected, yeah. So like enough is enough. You could even say that to someone, enough is enough, stop it. So you're having stronger boundaries. There also could be a message of having enough. So you have everything you need this month. You have enough of something to carry on and be happy. You are enough is another message too. You have everything you need to be successful. You are great as you are. And protected, that makes me feel like whatever is happening this month, you are protected, right? You can weather any storms that come your way and come out the other side. And with Libra here, balance and beauty is important. So you could be balancing out how you feel. Of course, I picked that up a lot, balancing out how you feel in January. But Libra also makes me think of beauty and aesthetics. So you guys could be looking a certain way that you think is very beautiful, trying to match a certain look, doing certain makeup looks or something with fashion. As I said earlier, I think I said something about a designer. So maybe some of you guys are designing something related to yourself. We have a starfish. So this is like being seen in some way, having hope and positivity. It also makes me think of good luck in your case with the clover, because it's like, okay, if you find a starfish at the beach, that could be something that feels lucky and exciting. So there could be something surprising that happens for you that increases your happiness, a luck, a surprise. With the spider here, this is weaving your own web and making your own path. Gathering your food, right? Like a spider weaves the web and hunts using the web. You could be hunting something for your own success, for your own health, your own benefit. So I think this is also a month where, I don't mean this in like a negative way, but you could be like kind of having like a dark vibe, right? Like you're like, oh, I'm going to be a villain this month, but I don't think you guys are actually going to fully do that. But you could be a little bit more careful with people, have stronger boundaries, right? Especially with all these people coming in socially. So you're going to have a little bit of a dark vibe to you in January. And we have the scissors here. These also make me think of designing and creating something. This also could be like cutting out nonsense in your life, cutting a lot of things out. This could be cutting food, something not healthy for you. Like maybe you find out you're lactose intolerant, so you can't drink milk. This also could be like cutting out something that makes you feel negative and not good. So maybe for some of you guys, you could be cutting out content that makes you feel stressed, like not watching stressful shows and movies or like YouTube videos. We have the dragonfly. So this is like change, flying from one thing to the next. So you could be embracing change in January. I feel like a lot of you guys want change, but you're trying to find a purpose or way to bring about that change in a healthy way for you. We have the castle. So this is like building blocks to have something grand. I also feel like a castle could be like protected as well, like a royal person, right? They're in the castle protected. So you could be like having your walls up in some way with social interactions. Maybe you're going to have luck breaking down some of these walls when more people are wanting to talk to you. Maybe you're getting better at social skills, being able to talk to people and connect with them in a way that's more successful. We also have Pisces. This appeared, I think, for pile 1 as well. So Pisces is like being creative, being talented, kind of like whimsical sometimes as well, or deep, really emotionally deep, moving in some way. So I also think you guys could be connecting with your emotions, of course. We pick that up as well. But I also think you could be getting into something maybe art related that allows you to express yourself. Journaling could be a good idea for you guys this month to get your thoughts and feelings down in a place where it's safe. And then lastly here, we have the dragon. So the dragon is a message of your power, your strength. Obviously, if you're a flying lizard that breathes fire, you're going to be kind of intimidating and scary, right? So this makes me think of you guys having some sort of skill or talent like a dragon breathes fire, right? You have something that's really intimidating to people in January, or it could be impressive. Like not everyone's going to view it negatively. This could be like something you connect with socially with people. You could have some sort of talent or ability like a dragon that makes people think, whoa, that's really awe-inspiring. That's really great. So you could be doing something that impresses people, or you have a talent that's just really grand and special and you don't realize how it makes you like cool and unique, like how a dragon is cool and unique. So that was your reading, group number 3. I hope you guys liked it. Leave a heart down below if you watched to the end. If you liked the video, consider liking it, subscribing if you haven't yet, joining my memberships if you want to support the channel further. You get early access to videos and weekly card pulls, along with other things I might occasionally post. I hope your January is really great and awesome, and I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Bye.